From here, we'll move into the bathroom of the master bedroom. This is also on a motion sensor. It's back here. It is a dome sensor, and it turns on the main lights here in the bathroom. We'll be coming back to that because this is a little bright for the middle of the night. So from there, is the toilet closet, as I like to call it. This also has it's a little tight in here, but this also has the courtesy vent once the door is closed. And it works off a motion sensor, a dome sensor right there. And then from here, we have the master closet, which has a single motion sensor. I believe this one's a wink sensor. Yeah, right there. This is on a 30-second timeout, 30 seconds of no motion, and it goes off. This seems to be the lowest I can go before it starts becoming an inconvenience. Okay. It's a little darker in here. I turned off the living room light. Back here at the back patio after sunset, I have these 3 lights linked, and they go to a door sensor. We have a fan light over here, I call them east and west patio lights, and then a couple of lights there against the house. I have all of them linked to a switch during nighttime so that I can flip one switch and have them all come on, or open that door and have them all come on. Now this is the part that I have not quite figured out. I don't really want to put motion sensors out here, but I might have to. The way I have it currently set up is when you close this door, they all go off. So if I have guests over and we're out on the back patio, this door has to stay at least cracked for the lights to stay on. We'll be coming back out here too, because this is a little bright in the middle of the night when we have guests who need to pop out for fresh air or smoke or whatever. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to show you, we'll be triggering an automation that normally comes on half an hour to sunset. I ran out of space on my phone, so I missed the sunset window, so I'll be doing that manually. Now I'll be doing that from an automation, and that's another great thing about Home Assistant is you can trigger automations manually. So what happens is half an hour to sunset. This is one of the Alexa integrated automations.
Now entering night mode.
So she just said now entering night mode, which is a nod to Doctor Who for any Doctor Who fans out there. What it does is it turns on the living room lights. It turns on this gallery light over here. It also turns on the light outside the front door and the lights around the garage door in this side of the house. So once nighttime comes, a lot of automations are automatic. One of which, this is another example of how you can use it. This door has a door trigger up at the top and an automated light right here. So when I open this door, this light comes on. Now, it only stays on while the door is open, so if you need to go outside real quick to check the circuit breaker or just to move the trash bins, it will stay on. As soon as you close the door, it goes off. As soon as you open it, it comes back on. It's a great little temporary light just while you have the door open, and that's another example of how you can use home automation. Going back out to the backyard, again, sorry about the mess. Lots of construction and destruction going on. We'll check out the back patio here in just a second. The next big automation that I did was something called Good Night and Good Night Protocol. Now this is for when you're going to sleep, when you're ready to be done with the day. If you have guests or if you just need a drink of water, the kitchen light's really bright. Bathroom lights are very bright as well. So I've set up a couple custom automations to account for that. So what you do is right before you go to bed, you say, Alexa, good night. She doesn't want to listen to me. Alexa, good night.
Sweet dreams.
What this will do is it will turn off all the lights on in the house that are set to go off. It seems to be taking a little bit of time here. There they go. So all the lights on in the house. It will leave on the kitchen cabinet lights for 2 minutes. That's in case you got to run out and grab water or forgot to take your pills or whatever. It will also turn on this hallway light right here, again, for 2 minutes so that you can find your way to the bedroom. In here, it turns on these 2 lights as courtesy lights. These are part of an automation that they will stay on until you turn them off. Now there's a switch over there and a switch over here, and I know Becky doesn't like to actually flip her switch, so I've configured the automation so that if I flip one switch, both lights will go off. They're dimming lights, so they take a little bit of time. It only works on off. I do not have anything set up for on. So in addition, in the master bathroom, after Good Night Protocol is enacted, if you walk in here, the courtesy light in the shower comes on rather than these big overhead lights. And this light in here will not work until morning. This is just to kind of take away from the edge of the lights hitting you right in the middle of the night when you have to go to the bathroom real quick. In addition, the courtesy lights in the kitchen are replaced with this cabinet light. I know they're still on, so they're not going to come on, but I'm in the kitchen and the motion sensors are not tripping the overhead lights because they are very, very bright. So once Good Night Protocol is enacted, this will take over, and every time you walk into the kitchen in the middle of the night, these lights will come on. They're a lot less harsh on the eyes. There's a lot more that I want to do with the Good Night Protocol that I just haven't gotten around to yet. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off Good Night Protocol. And you can do that. That'll either happen at sunrise, or you can just tell her good morning, her being the Amazon device, and then it'll go back to normal. So now, I'm trying to think. There are a few things left that I'd like to show. Yes, something I set up today through this way. Again, not touching any light switches. All the lights in here are automatic. They automatically come on and they automatically go off. So I just set this garage door up today with the Chamberlain MyQ garage remote. I can trigger it from Home Assistant in the other room to open or close. So now it's opening. You can also do this from the app, and that's going to be really helpful. I do not like that I have to buy a second door sensor to trigger this, because I already put door sensors on my garage doors. But that's the name of the game. They provide the hub, you pay for their sensors. I've also integrated voice commands from the Alexas to shut this garage door already. Now this is through Home Assistant. This is not through Alexa. Close Becky's garage door.
Becky garage door doesn't support that.
Of course. Alexa, close Becky garage.
A few things share the name Becky garage.
Like I said, I just set this up today, so it's a little close Becky's garage.
Sorry, I didn't find a device named Little Becky's garage.
Alexa, close Becky's garage.
Now closing Becky's garage door.
And of course it does not work. So I'll have to work with that a little bit longer, try to get it a little more perfected. I had it working earlier. For some reason the automation's not triggering. And that's pretty much it. You can do a lot with this Home Assistant, and it's all free. Oh, say hello to River and Nominee. It's free to use. It's a little hard to configure. Not as hard as it used to be. The what they call Lovelace, this interface here, has gotten a lot better as far as setting it up. Though some things I do still like to do in the YAML, the markup language that you can get to from the files. But it's coming a long way. So if you have any questions, let me know. I've probably got more automations that I've just forgotten about. Oh, actually, yes, I do. I'm going to go ahead and go back into Good Night Protocol. Alexa, good night.
An exterior door is not closed.
There's another feature I forgot to mention. So I have it set up so that when I tell her good night, it'll only work if all the exterior doors are closed. I'm working on making it so that I can ask her what doors are open, but for now I still have to check. Now it looks like what it's saying is still open is the garage man door right here, which is open. So now when I close this, it will continue the automation and it'll go into good night mode. It also triggers a August lock over here. Turn this light back on. I'm planning on using more of these, or maybe trying the SimpliSafe locks. This is a little bulky, but it does lock automatically on good night mode. Now, I have 7 exterior doors in this house, so the automation to check if any doors are open does come in quite handy. So now here's what I was going to show you. During good night protocol, these lights separate from the overhead lights to try to cut down on how harsh the light is coming through. That's the master bedroom door to the back patio. It's not really light proof, so if someone comes out here and all 3 of these come on, it's pretty harsh. So when you open the main patio door under good night protocol, just these wall lights will come on. And again, when you close it, they will go off. And if you open either of these patio doors, like if you have a guest who just wants to come out the door and have a smoke, it will only turn on this light up here, this one fan light, and only on about 10%. So that one comes on, these ones stay off. And when they close it, it goes off again. Now, likewise, in the middle of the night, if we have guests and we need to take the dogs out or something, this door over here to the master bedroom does the same thing. So you open this one, just this one light comes on. And that's been very useful when my nephews have been staying over. These lights will not motion activate while good night mode is enabled. Becky likes to toss and turn in bed, so that helps me stay asleep by the lights staying off. I think that's about it. This video's gone on for about 20 minutes now. I'm sure there's a lot I've already forgotten. Oh, there, now they go out. So now when you walk into the kitchen to activate the motion, it comes on with just those little under cabinet lights. There is some seasonal stuff that I've disabled since Christmas is over, but I have an outlet over there, an outlet in the dining, or excuse me, the breakfast area over there, and up here, I have not taken those down yet, that all come on at sunset for a seasonal thing, for a Christmas tree, a light up snowman, and these light up decorations. I actually have the switch for that right there. So those come on. I am running out of steam and running out of ideas. I'm sure there's a lot more that I've done. There's a lot more integration with the Amazon Echo, but I wanted to focus mainly on the Home Assistant. Well, that's our Furbo. It shoots treats and spies on the dogs when we're not here. But I have lots of stuff going with the Amazon Echo. It's been great. The only thing that I have integrated in the past with Home Assistant that no longer works, that I would not recommend at this time for anyone looking to go the Home Assistant route, is our Ring camera doorbell. It worked great for a while. I had an automation set up that when someone pressed this, the Amazon Echo would tell us in every room that she's in that someone was at the front door. It worked great. It was very handy. They since locked down their API and we cannot access it anymore, so that is, kaput. That does not work. Other than that, the August lock, you have to reset every 90 days, reset the access to it there's something else. Amazon Echo sometimes loses connectivity with Home Assistant, like if you make major changes and reload part of Home Assistant, sometimes she'll stop speaking. All you have to do is reboot Home Assistant. I recommend configuring something like a reboot every 24 hours or maybe more realistically once a week, and that'll pretty much take care of that. It's been great. It was a little difficult to get into at first, but it has really, really helped out as far as automating the house. And that's pretty much all I have. I'm not very good at these videos, so I will just leave it at that. If you have any questions, let Daniel know, and Daniel will let me know, and I'll do my best to answer them. Happy New Year, and have a great 2020.